How does prima facie proof affect the burden of proof? Have you ever wondered how the legal system determines if a case should proceed? One key concept is prima facie proof, which plays a vital role in the burden of proof. Let's break this down in a straightforward way. Prima facie proof refers to the initial evidence that appears sufficient to support a claim or charge. This evidence does not have to be conclusive, but it must be strong enough to justify moving forward with a case. When a party presents prima facie evidence, they meet a critical threshold. This means they have shown enough to warrant further examination of the case. Now let's talk about the burden of proof. In legal terms, this is the responsibility of a party, typically the plaintiff in civil cases or the prosecution in criminal cases, to prove the essential elements of their claim or charge. When prima facie proof is established, the burden shifts to the opposing party. They must then provide counter-evidence to challenge or disprove the prima facie case. For example, in a criminal trial, the prosecution must present prima facie evidence for each element of the crime. This includes demonstrating the defendant's involvement and intent. Only after this initial proof is established does the defense have the opportunity to respond and challenge the prosecution's claims. If the party with the burden of proof fails to present prima facie evidence, the case may be dismissed without further examination. This is why establishing that initial level of evidence is so important. It acts as a gatekeeper, ensuring that only cases with some credible basis move forward in the legal system. Once the prima facie proof is established, the opposing party has the responsibility to rebut or undermine that evidence. If they succeed in doing so, the party with the burden of proof may need to present additional evidence to support their claim. This back and forth is a fundamental aspect of legal argumentation. In summary, prima facie proof affects the burden of proof by defining the minimum evidence required to advance a case. It shifts the evidentiary responsibility to the opposing party once that threshold is met. This process ensures fairness and efficiency in courtrooms, allowing only those cases with sufficient evidence to proceed. Understanding this concept is essential for anyone interested in how legal arguments are constructed and evaluated in court.